All right, y'all. So I'm making a stream series for a reason, and it has really been bothering me as of lately, in terms of the racism in the Mortal Kombat, community, and why I think it has so many issues when it comes to this movie. Ever since they announced the casting for this franchise, everybody has problems with the Mileena casting. They have problems with the Jax casting. They basically complain about this movie, claiming that it's gonna fail because it's not the right casting. And I, for one, find it really stupid and irritating of the fact that people are complaining about the casting choice of Mileena. First of all, who is making this movie? Who is directing this movie? Who chose to cast Mileena in this movie? They did, not you. You act like you basically just wrote everything about this Mortal Kombat. It's one thing of being passionate about this franchise, but it's another thing to judge an actress by her skin color of playing this character Mileena. I mean, holy crap! Like you people act like you wrote this franchise. It doesn't make any sense. So then I go to social media on Instagram, and boy, when they show the image of Mileena, Racco, and Cabal walking on the stage, they show a good image of her face where her teeth is, right? So, and what do I see? More complaints, more complaints, more complaints. So I don't understand why is it every time they put out stuff, you get this toxicity of this fandom, and Mileena fans are just as toxic as any other fandom. And yo, I got to with this dude on Instagram about you know complaining about the designs and everything, the lack of pink and purple and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, man! Like, is this what this fandom has come to these days? Complaining about Mileena? I don't understand why everybody's having a big problem with this casting. She's a fictional character. She's mixed with everything. Have people forgotten that Mileena is played by every single character, every single actress, not just a white actress, a black actress, an Asian actress, or even, it's ridiculous. Mileena is not even just Asian; she's mixed with everything. I don't understand why everybody is so mixed up on just one character. And what? Here's the thing. What really bugs me about this fandom is they didn't even bother to do a research on this character instead of like, come on, man. Maybe you would have done your research on this character, you wouldn't be complaining about it. Research is the key. That's why I'm on Google. That's why I have the phone. Jesus, people act like I don't know, man. This fan base is just toxic. I'm sorry. Ever since this trailer came out and the announcement of this movie, everybody just went completely toxic mode. They complain about Milena's teeth. They complain about, the costume designs of everything. But the thing is, y'all were the ones who were asking about the teeth, saying that her teeth is missing. But when the TV spots trailer showed up on YouTube, everybody was talking about her teeth. Even I got excited when they showed it. At least I'm grateful that, she has something. And people clearly are still crying about the daggone teeth. They were going with the MKX design. It's like people just expect too much out of one franchise. They expect everything to be just like I'm saying, just like in a video game. They expect everything to be like the characters from the video game. And this dude just said that when you're making a movie about a video game franchise, at least you could have done it just made it like the video game. What? So you're telling me that since they're making a video game movie based on the franchise, you want everything to be like the video games. And I straight up told him, not everything has to be from the game. It doesn't have to be just like close to the source material. At least be grateful for what you have. My goodness. And you know what? Last night I was watching VGL's video on YouTube about this idiot who, just like anybody else on social media in the toxic fandom, cried about Mileena being played by a black woman. And you found out a problem. And yet you didn't say anything about the casting of the Mortal Kombat film back in the 90s. I don't hear people complaining about that. The actress playing Mileena, you know, actors from different countries are playing Scorpion Sub-Zero. I don't hear that. And since today we have social media, and when I see, people complaining about this casting of this movie, that's all I see is that. But I don't hear nothing about the casting choice of the original film back in the day. So that pretty much lets me know that you're hypocritical. You like one thing, but when you like the new stuff, Jesus Christ, man, this fandom is just too much. I don't understand. I mean, I went on a Twitter rant a few hours ago, and I completely let loose. And I'm dead serious when I said that I'm going to leave this fandom alone, because you cannot try to change people's minds. You can't even explain one thing. Then you call them out on it, saying how you don't like this casting because she's played by a black woman. They completely destroy you, you know what I'm saying, in the response. That's how toxic this fandom is. And if they're real Mortal Kombat fans, they would support this movie right away. Obviously, this is the perfect casting of this movie. And then you complain about Scorpion and Sub-Zero's design. Let me remind y'all that samurai and ninjas are the same. So clearly, the Scorpion's actor is familiar with the samurai design because he was in the last samurai movie. And the fact that he got to play a samurai in the Mortal Kombat movie instead of a ninja, it makes sense. So why is everybody having problems with Scorpion's design? Like you expect everything to be like in the game. I'm like, this fandom is just so bad, man. Like, unbelievable, bro. Unfreaking believable. And I'm embarrassed to be a Mortal Kombat fan as a whole because of Mileena being cast as a black woman. And you have a problem with that? And then you claim that, oh, they're all woke, they're white, like Jesus, like when since when does everybody care about skin color? I don't care about skin color. I never did. In fact, I was excited that we have a Mileena casting in this movie. She got the size, her costume looks good, and I like the teeth that they showing in the trailer. At least she looks deadly. Holy crap, bro. Seriously. At this point, I just feel like Mortal Kombat as a whole is gonna die if this fandom don't stop crying about Mileena. And that's the one. And you know what? Here's the thing about this movie. It hasn't even come out yet. People are already judging it too much. It's like they want this movie to fail. And that's the most pathetic part about this fandom. They want this movie to fail because what? It didn't live up to their expectations. Are you serious? Grown men crying about Mileena's casting, the costume designs, and oh boy. Oh man, I just don't understand this fandom. I'm forever grateful for what they're giving me. Todd Garner has actually been the best person to ask questions, interviews, and everything. Like Feature Boy Kamikaze's video I saw about you know the group chat with the director himself, and that's how you know how grateful this fandom is, and they're 100% supportive of this movie. And we need something like this all the time, but you're not gonna please everybody, especially with these so-called critics. I just don't understand this. So right now, I'm about to go to Google and I pretty much searched up Melina's fictional character, and she is she is 100% fictional character. So she's mixed with everything. And then I seen one comment on Instagram saying that Mileena is Asian. No, she's not, dummy. And I completely called him out. At this point, I just feel like no matter what they put out, you're gonna have some complaints on everything. And my God, this is just bad all the way through. Look, you people need to realize that you do not own this franchise. You did not create this Mortal Kombat franchise. You did not produce it. You did not direct it. You and you especially did not do the script or the costume designs or cast these characters. The people that did that were Warner Brothers and Todd Garner and the rest of the people behind Mortal Kombat. They're fans of the franchise, so at least you could have do is just give them some credit for it and just respect them for it. So I just want to make this little rant here because it is really annoying that how this fandom can come this far to make this Mortal Kombat movie to be this bad when it comes to your toxicity and your criticism and your complaints about Mileena. Like, I don't care about the race. You know, I don't care about skin color in this movie. I don't care about none of that crap. So if you go to Instagram, um, about if you go to Instagram, if you have Instagram on your phone, if you search up Mortal Kombat Collector with the K on it, and you will see that. Hold on, let me show you about what I said. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, so this is the guy who and I pretty much had to give him a long response, and he still complained about you know the character not being like in a game when it comes to the lack of color. Who cares? I just don't know how this dude can just create an Instagram fan account about Mortal Kombat franchise, and people just can be so complaintive all the time about Melina's teeth, costumes and the actress that is playing her. Then they get this one idiot comment saying that Mileena is Asian. Mileena ain't black, she's Asian. And then this dude put him on, you know what I'm saying? He had to put him in his place. And see, this is how bad this fandom has become. They do not like Milena's casting. It is This is just a rough franchise as a whole. And I truly do hope that this movie can change people's minds. Because sometimes I just feel like they just rub you the wrong way. So I mean, of course you have those who are supportive of this movie. I can rock with people like that. But you can't support the fact that she's mixed and she's a fictional character and being played by a black actress, then I don't know, man. But regardless, this movie is gonna do good in the box office and it's gonna change people's minds. And hopefully, in praying that it can put Johnny Cage in the sequel, so they can shut the fanboys Johnny Cage up. Like my goodness, man. I put the invite in the chat so we can talk about this issue. Well, here's the thing about the Star Wars fandom. Disney pretty much screwed up Star Wars as a whole. So, and and this is where I before I reply to these crazy comments, I put, and here comes the toxic fans complaining. Three, two, one, and there it is, all there. I sometimes feel like these people are not really educated on this franchise. What's up, man? We're just talking about the toxic fandom of the casting of Mileena. I need to get away from this fandom because right now this is just sad. All right, so let's talk about Godzilla versus Kong for a minute. And yeah, I've seen the movie last night, and I thought it was great. I love the action. I love the characters. I mean, there are some human characters that I wasn't really feeling. Um, the characters that were from the Godzilla King of Monsters movie. Um, but I do like some monsters though. I think dinosaur lizard things with wings. I like those, and they did really great on that one. And the fight between him and Godzilla was everything I wanted to see in this movie. I explained that in my video last night when I did it. Um, the visual effects look really, really incredible of them using the neon color when it comes to Godzilla, and it fits everything perfect from this movie. And Rotten Tomatoes loved it. Everybody loved it. It's still fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, so we gotta see if everybody if everybody else has seen it. Oh yes, he was though, and that's the coolest thing about Godzilla. Yeah, I know. Here's the thing though, was I was watching this movie last night, and I was basically was in my head. I was thinking, Kong might win this though. He might win this fight. But when it came to the fight, when the sun was coming out, my heart dropped when Kong died, and I'm like, oh my god. I thought that he was going to continue to fight him, but Godzilla was just too powerful for him. Him with the neon blue energy was too strong for Kong. And the fight itself in Hong Kong was really, really good. Like I was really impressed with it. I was really, interested in the fight. Like I feel like I wanted more. I want more of the fights between those two. But when Mega Godzilla showed up in the picture, it was game over. And Mega Godzilla, he looked it good. He fought like a dinosaur. He looked like a dinosaur. And this kind of picture myself if they were to make a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot, if they were to do a sequel featuring Tommy the Green Ranger and use his Dragon Zord, imagine that looking like Mega Godzilla. Just imagine that in a fight against the Dino Megazord. I mean, it's a possibility that they might, you know, do a story on Sub Zero Scorpion. Like, I would love for that to happen. To have Hanso and Bihan's brother fight alongside with each other to fight, I guess, Shao Kahn or Shang Tsung. It could be like the Charlotte Monks 2.0, like in the video game, because once you beat Scorpion Sub Zero, you can pretty much unlock them. You could play as them in the game. And I may not have beaten Charlotte Monks, but once I get my hands on it one day, play it one day, I'm gonna see if I can beat it myself. But I do see a potential series with Scorpion and Sub Zero because I think those two are the most popular characters, and I would have loved to see them in the movie. I heard how good Zen Kaicher the show has been doing though, but I will say this though, I want to know where can I watch Super Sentai because I've been hearing some crazy thoughts about Zen Kaicher, the crazy looking Sentai is as a tribute to the previous Sentai franchises. Jew Ranger, Gao Ranger, uh, Magi Ranger, um, I don't know, Go Onger or Go Busters. And obviously the fifth Ranger, the leader, is a tribute to not only Goggle V and Jacka, where I think the leader was a Rainbow Ranger. So I kind of like his costume a little bit, but I think one of these days, if I do like probably watch some episodes, I'll probably do my review of it. I don't know when and I don't know how, but all I know for sure is that I need to watch some Sentai though, to be honest with you though. But yeah, so yeah, Godzilla versus Kong, great movie. I can't get it out. So Godzilla versus Kong is a great movie, a great film, tons of action, and there was a lot of fun too. And I highly recommend this film to anybody who is who is a Godzilla versus Kong fan. Now, y'all may not be, y'all may not notice, but the history between Godzilla and Kong actually took place in the '60s, in my opinion. I think that's what the whole Zilla versus Kong thing started. Everything is going great, and Blue Cyber Warrior, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna put the invite to the chat so we can have an open discussion about topics that I was talking about earlier when it comes to Mortal Kombat, Godzilla, and Super Sentai. But I don't know, man. Like we are definitely going to be talking. Okay, so about this Fan First Friday, and this is another topic that I want to talk about. So hopefully they'll be able to show something on Fan First Friday because I'm dying to know what Hasbro has in stores for the Power Rangers franchise. And I heard that the cast of Power Rangers Down and Fury is going to be on Fan First Friday, and I'm curious to know what they're going to be talking about. I'm assuming they're going to be talking about the um the show behind the scenes. What was it like being cast as a Ranger? And the same thing with Beast Morphers. And I think it's going to be interesting because I love Power Rangers. You know, I love what Hasbro has been doing with the franchise. And it's a possibility that they're going to end up probably saying that, you know, we're going to take Power Rangers to the next level with adults, with adult and child, you know, content. So, but they didn't say they're going to split from Toei. So there's no way that that's ever going to be true. So it's just a rumor. So, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's a rumor doesn't mean that it's true. And I have plenty of arguments with these crazy tokusatsu channels are believing in this stuff because the Illuminati are always have always been right, and they haven't. They haven't always been right. So to me, when it comes to Toei and Hasbro splitting, they're not going to do that. So therefore, it's not true, and it will never be true unless Hasbro says it themselves. Or Brian Golder, the CEO of Hasbro, is going to confirm this, but I don't think they'll split anytime soon. And I think they're going to do something different with Power Rangers, like reboot the Power Rangers starting with Mighty Morphin. They're gonna they could possibly reuse the Drew Ranger footage and make it more of a serious story and of the continuation of them becoming Rangers, or pretty much do what the Boom Studio comics are doing. Make that into a TV show. And then you can separate that from the kid stuff using Sentai footage and everything. And you can do that, it can basically make so much sense. But I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's going to. Oh, Lord. And I kind of noticed that too the last time I was watching VGL's live stream when he had some kind of freak out situation. And I think it has a lot to do with the pizza. Thank God I don't have the Discord because I don't trust that. So that could be creepy if someone sends you the pizza, knowing your address and knowing where you live at. That's a dangerous move, and that's scary because you don't know who it's from or where it came from. Because if something were to happen to me like this, I would have called the police. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If I want a pizza, I would have ordered from for pizza. I would not have somebody from YouTube, people that I don't even know, send me these stuff unless it's confirmed. So that's a big no-no for me. I don't know why how much you comment, but I didn't see it. But one thing's for sure, I think YouTube is probably messing up, deleting YouTube comments. So I don't know what's going on with them because YouTube is messing up once again. Now they're trying to say that they want to delete the dislike button. Like if someone listen, if somebody were to watch your content, whether you have a likes or dislikes ratios, you know, it's important to do that. But for some reason, YouTube wants to go soft once again because someone has gotten some bad dislikes on certain videos that they made, and they probably had to make an announcement just because that person suffered through it. I'm like, get out of here with that crap. And now you want to do it the whole thing. Lord, this is crazy. Good. I'm glad your mom is on it though. You see what I mean? If something like that happens, call the cops and do something about it because it don't make no sense. I don't even have the Discord, and I'm glad I don't because I don't trust it. Or the Drake core. I don't care what it is. I just don't trust it. So, oh man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'll tell you what. If it, the next time I make a regular video, I want you to send me the link to the Sentai show. All right, so that way I can watch it. Ghost Rider, what's up? Things nice for you to stop by. Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. It's terrible, man. I feel like 2021 has already become the most toxic year for everything. You know, the Mortal Kombat reboot community, the Power Rangers community as a whole, and now YouTube is messing up their platform ever since Susan has been hired on YouTube. She's been messing up everything. So they're gonna try to get rid of the dislikes and everything with this stupid update. And it's really crazy. First the dislikes, and now you're gonna delete the comments. Like, come on, like if you make a video, you got to be able to have a response from the comment section. That right there is what's important. So yeah, I think 2021 is messing up bad. So yeah. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna end this stream. Thank y'all for coming out, stopping by, chatting with me as always. I appreciate your time. And yeah, if you guys enjoy this, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, you might want to do it right now and click the bell, be a part of the DC viewers. So, and don't forget to hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, love y'all. Stay blessed and stay safe.